right, folks, we have some very exciting silver news. Silver went even higher today, up to $45.22. We're going to discuss why this happened and if it's going to keep rising in a second. But just look at this chart. Look at this candlestick, folks. We are talking about silver approaching its all-time highs. And it has blown all of these experts saying that silver would never reach $45, not only in 2025, but not even in 2026. All the naysayers, if you would have asked them last year what they think silver's price would be by September 25th, 2025, they would probably say low 30s. If I would have made a video, which I probably even did back then, saying that silver potentially could hit $40 or even $45, they would have called me a silver pumper, that I'm making up lies and misleading my audience. But it's crazy that now it's actually here. And where are those people now? Where are they? They're not in the comments of my videos. It's coming to a point where you cannot deny that silver might actually explode, in the sense that a lot of people have been saying, not the ones that are saying $500, $1,000, whatever, but the ones that are calling for triple digits don't seem that crazy anymore. Those aren't the outcasts anymore. You're almost an outcast if you say it's not about to break past all-time highs. So, times are changing. But anyways, first and foremost, thank you for tuning into your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and if you want the latest information of what's happening in the world of precious metals, and more specifically silver, and what the price is doing, why the price is doing it, what's it about to do, then click subscribe, click the bell. I will wrap all of this information up in a shiny YouTube video for you, so you don't have to sit in front of a computer screen and do hours of research a day. I'll do it for you. So, if you want to purchase some of this shiny stuff before it breaks through all-time highs, make sure you send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. Also, my friend Shelby from the YouTube channel Chill Seeker is doing her giveaway tomorrow. I think it's going to be a live stream. I might hop on as well. Go enter. Her channel is incredible. You only have less than a day left to enter. Her giveaway prize is insane. So yeah, thanks for listening to all those announcements. Let's talk silver. So we got a couple of different articles we're going to break down. All of them are from today. This one's from FX Street. We have another one from FX Empire. And we might even go into a third one depending on how long this takes. So this one says, silver price forecast. Silver hits fresh highs at $45 ahead of US GDP. So here's some of the key points. Silver bounced and resumed its uptrend on Thursday to hit fresh long-term highs at $45. Safe haven demand amid ongoing geopolitical concerns is supporting precious metals. Silver is at overbought levels after rallying nearly 17% over the last 3 weeks. And yeah, that is one thing you got to pay attention to. We actually need silver to pull back a little bit, believe it or not. If we want it to go higher and stay higher, prices have to build some stability. It's like a foundation. If you're going to build a house, you don't want to just put it together real fast, or the house is on thin legs, it's going to fall. It takes time. It has to be a gradual approach. Up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little more, down. It's like a correction is actually correct for, it's a gradual approach. Prices need to stabilize at these higher levels. It needs to pull back a little bit. It's at 45, maybe pull back to like even 40, low 43s, maybe 43.50, then go up to 45 again, then down to 40, 44 something, and then up to 46, and then down to 44. If it just keeps going up like this candlestick, then when it does crash, or not even crash, but when it does pull back, it's going to be very, very dramatic, because prices haven't had any stability here. It's on thin legs. So then when it does go back down, it's going to go all the way back down to even around 34, because that's really last time we saw any type of of resistance. So pay attention to that. So and comment down below, what do you think silver's about to do? What do you think silver's doing heading into the end of the year, or heading into the holidays? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. So silver has resumed its bullish trend on Thursday, reaching fresh multi-year highs at $44.90 so far. Precious metal has drawn some support from a stalled US dollar's recovery, with investors cautious ahead of the final reading of the second quarter US GDP and a slew of speeches from Fed policymakers due later in the day, which has happened. The announcements did happen, which is why silver's up from the time of that article being published. So, silver price forecast. This is from FX Empire. Can the $50 resistance hold in 2025? That is the $1,000,000 question. Are we going to be able to break through 50? And will the momentum from this rally be enough, or will it take it to hit 45, then go back down to 44, 43, 42 for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then it goes back up to 46, 40? See what I'm saying? Is this the rally from the immediate term, or is this more of a long gradual approach? That's basically what they're asking, because in 2025 means we have a few months left for this to happen. Silver's approaching a key resistance level at $50 as Fed policy, dollar weakness, and rising industrial demand fuel a bullish breakout setup, raising the question of whether the rally can hold or face rejection in 2025. Silver prices continue to rally, with gold following the Federal Reserve's 25 basis point rate cut. This upward move has brought silver into key long-term resistance zones between $45 and $50. In addition to monetary policy, macroeconomic pressures and geopolitical tensions are fueling momentum across the precious metals market. This article analyzes silver's recent price action to assess the next move. While silver has approached near record levels, its strength remains limited. A decisive breakout above 50 could trigger the next significant surge. Fed pivot fuels hedging. Dollar weakness lifts silver demand. The Federal Reserve cuts rates by 25 basis points but delivered a mixed message. It resisted pressure for deeper cuts while signaling more easing ahead. This cautious tone lifted the US dollar index from long-term support at 96.50 and pushed 10-year Treasury yields up from the 4% level. Despite the strong rebound from these key levels, the rally remains short-term as the broader macro outlook still points to a bearish trend. The chart below shows the 10-year U.S. Treasury note yields remains bearish, as indicated by the downward sloping moving averages. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's why this happened. So let's look at silver lagging, but gold gearing up for catch-up rally. So, and by the way, do you guys invest in gold as well? Let me know. So the long-term chart for silver shows a striking divergence between gold and silver prices over the past 2 decades. While both metals have rallied strongly during the 21st century bull market, silver's repeatedly lagged behind gold after major peaks. Divergences became apparent in the first quarter of 2006, first quarter of 2008, fourth quarter of 2010, when silver eventually caught up with gold and surged higher to mark a new record high. However, this pattern broke down after 2013, and silver remained undervalued relative to gold, while gold has advanced by over 1,200% since the beginning of the 21st century. Silver has gained just over 700%. This persistent gap highlights silver remained undervalued since 2013, even during broader rallies in the precious metals market. However, the gold market also entered a consolidation phase after its 2011 peak and only broke higher in 2024. As a result, silver is now poised to start catching up with gold's rally. See, the whole point of them saying this is gold's up 1,200%, silver's up 700%. Silver always follows gold. It just lags a little bit, but when it does catch up, it's always to a higher percentage. So it's silver's turn. Also, you can compare the gold to silver ratio to see how much further this advancement would happen to average levels, which is around 75 to 1. 75 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. Historically, it's around 16 to 1. It comes out of the ground roughly 8 to 1, 7 to 1. So it should be a lot lower. And I do think silver taking on a life of its own is going to extend over the next couple of years, meaning that the gold to silver ratio would continue going downwards. When we saw the ratio at 125 to 1 in March of 2020, that was when silver was like $11 in March of 2020, right? And then it shot up to like nearly $30 by the end of the year, making silver the number one performing asset in 2020. So, and this is what I was just talking about. When silver begins to follow gold's upward move, it typically accelerates with greater momentum, right? It's a more exaggerated version of gold. It hits higher highs, but also lower lows. That's why I call silver gold on steroids. It's like a more exaggerated, more dramatic version of gold. If gold's going to rise 10%, silver will rise 15%. But also for the negative, if gold's going to drop 10%, silver's going to drop 15%. And that's why I say steroids. Some people don't understand why I use the term steroids. And that's because steroids also have negative side effects as well, which would be the more volatile side of silver, that it's riskier because it does drop more dramatically than gold does as well. Gold is more stable. But calling a safe haven asset unstable or risky is extremely contradictive. So you really shouldn't look at it from that perspective anyways. So if the current bull market continues, silver's likely to close the gap and potentially mark a new record high. If silver extends its rally to catch up with gold's momentum, percentage gains relative to gold catch-up could push silver above 60. Moreover, gold is also rising continuously, which further increases the upside potential for silver. This suggests that silver still holds significant room for growth in the years ahead. And now we have this cup and handle chart signals breakout towards 50. Right? We're in like a 50 or 40 plus year cup and handle. So it's looking very, very, very bullish for silver. Rising industrial demand and $50 breakout could trigger a super cycle. The long-term quarterly chart for silver reveals a strong bullish structure with prices remaining undervalued and having consolidated below the high of the 1980s. This suggests that a breakout above 50 could trigger a swift move towards 100 region, which aligns with the midline of the broader ascending channel, and any pullback from the $100 area would likely form a strong base, setting the stage for larger surges in silver prices. So silver is just a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. It really is. And with it already rallying this high, and all of these experts and all of these charts and analysis showing that it has a lot more room to run, that speaks for itself. Right? You don't got to throw on a tinfoil hat to say that silver is setting up to do something massive, which is crazy because it already has done something massive. It's already up to $45, but that's just the beginning, right? Usually this would be towards the end, approaching an all-time high, but this is just the beginning. So anyways, yeah, that's what's going on right now, folks. This is very, very, very exciting times. If you are a silver stacker, if you're someone who's been looking, who's been waiting for this to happen for years, decades, some people have been stacking, for 20, 30, 40 years, and it's actually time. The time is now. And if it ever was the time, this is realistically the most possible or the most probable chance of silver skyrocketing. We're here. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up here. We got some other stuff to talk about later today as well. I'll probably start posting 2 videos a day. One more about like the immediate price action, what's happening, and then bigger news on top of that, geopolitically, whatever. So yeah, anyways, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Go hit up Miles Franklin if you want to purchase precious metals. Send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. Let them know Slayer sent you. Andy Sheckman is the CEO of the company. We're very legitimate, very professional. We have great prices, a large inventory. Buy from people like Andy and I that spend our entire day trying to spread the word, help people protect their wealth. Don't buy from these big corporations. Buy from people like Andy and I. Give back to the community. Anyways, yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys later today. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American medical experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.